Daniel, you wanna tell the audience about the car that went through our house?
There was a car that went through our house.
How do you feel about that?
Not a fan.
How was your food that you were making?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Who was in the car that came through the garage into your dining room?
I didn't know him.
Let's start with the basics. How many people were in the car?
That's okay. The car is occupied 2 times.
I'm sure it's been occupied a lot more times than that.
That's what they say. That's what they say. Cop talk.
Oh, that's how they try to say there are 2 people in it?
Yeah.
Okay, you say occupy, maybe occupants?
Nope. Car's occupied 2 times.
Car's
That
occupied
is
2 times. Okay,
dumb.
okay.
Don't ever talk like that.
So you called the cops then, is what I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. How long did it take for them to arrive?
Maybe 5 minutes.
That's pretty good time.
Were there more cops than necessary?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people just standing around.
A lot of supervisors, one guy working.
It depends, Kenny. It depends what he told them to get them there, you know?
Help, I'm naked and I have a pizza.
Ben called them because I was about to, but then I heard a little voice from the car, so I thought a kid had just been driving.
Decapitated? Oh
like
shit,
a
we
child?
just did Hereditary.
But it was not a child, but it was a little voice.
What did the little voice say?
Hello?
Are you serious?
Is anybody
Yeah.
home?
The little voice said, hello?
Because that's what I was saying. Because
I knocked.
I said, hello? I'm trying to ascertain if the people in this car are dead or not.
Well, you said contactless delivery. They wanted to make sure it got safely in the house.
So, you know how they give awards for storytelling and TED Talks?
I
and that kind of
I
stuff?
don't get one.
You're
Yeah.
not getting one. No.
Look, I didn't get to be there, but
I've told this story so many times, I don't want to do it anymore.
My big thing is I need to understand the physics of how this happens because our house is on the inside of a corner. This is hot, like summertime here. It's not like there's ice in the ground or anything. No matter what direction you're going around the corner, your momentum is carrying you away from the house. This car managed to somehow go dead on through the middle of the corner, straight through the garage, off Daniel's father's car,
My father's car.
into the dining room. Now, the only way that could have happened
It's my father's dining room.
is if she maybe came off this tiny little side street. But the thing is, for her to be able to go that far into the house, even though it was through the garage door and then off Daniel's car, in the dining room, she had to have gotten up to some serious speed off of that side street. So was this lady like drag racing off the side street?
What side street? What are you talking
You
about?
know, I actually bet you don't. I bet you could do it going 30 because you're not hitting anything really solid. Right? It's all.
Except
Except
just a
the
garage
fucking
door.
pole
Yeah.
in the middle of the garage.
Yeah, but that's only hitting one part of the car. And I always said I didn't think that pole was doing anything.
And
now
now
you
we
know.
know it. Now we know it's not.
It's definitely
Yeah.
not now. It needs to go get a job.
No, it's back where it goes.
It could become a dancer,
They put it back.
a pole dancer.
I don't know how they put it back, but they put it back.
Tape. Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrorble Opinions podcast, where we need money because our house got hit by a car. As always, I'm your host, Kenny.
I'm your new host, Homeless Daniel.
I'm the goose that's gonna set up shop in your new boarded up house, Ryan.
It's a boarding house.
For Goose.
For Goose.
Speaking of things how we don't know how they happened, we're gonna talk about the movie The Shallows.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing here. 2016's The Shallows.
Shark bait. Ooh ha ha.
Starring pretty much just Blake Lively.
What do I know her from?
Ryan Reynolds' wife.
You know Ryan Reynolds, the owner of that football team?
The owner of that mobile phone company.
Mint Mobile?
No,
I'm
he
very
sold
familiar.
that. He doesn't own that.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Well, yeah, he
own
did.
it?
Well, he sold
But
it.
he still advertises for it. The owner of that tequila. No, sorry, not tequila. Gin. It's pretty good gin. Star of Gossip Girl.
Nope.
The Town.
Nope.
Green Lantern?
Nope.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Nope.
Deadpool?
She was in Deadpool?
Accepted?
Oh, her. We're doing her thing. Never mind.
Yeah,
she's not in Deadpool.
Yeah. Age of Adeline?
Nope.
When You Wish Upon a Pickle, a Sesame Street special?
Nope.
I can't help you here, dog.
That's fine. I did a little Reddit internet sleuthing, and it turns out this movie had some alternative titles in production.
Uh-huh.
The first one I found was Surfers versus Shark.
Lame.
Uh-huh.
I know, pretty lame. The next one was Not That Deep.
It's not.
And then they were also trying to play off, I guess, being political, like a seagull named Steven.
How's that political?
You wouldn't get it.
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, and then...
But we'll talk about it over on Geodudes.
Oh, yeah.
Save it for Geodudes.
Now, the one I wish they had gone with was Sebastian's Bad Day.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think
so you
that would
had
have
a
been fun.
bad day.
You got eaten a bit.
I thought she was going to feed Sebastian to the bird.
Scuttlebutt.
I thought so, too.
Little Mermaid adventure.
Is this based on a true story?
Oh, yeah.
You could say it was, and there'd be enough... One shark attack is enough to say it's based on that, based on how much they use the information from actual true stories when they make things.
One person ate one raw crab in their life, I guarantee it.
So this is not based on a true story.
Oh, how many times a day do you see that where you're at? People just be eating raw
how many
shit
times
all the time.
of day?
Never
all
have I
the
seen
time
someone
of
eat
day.
a raw crab. Never.
How many times have you seen someone eat a raw bat?
Never.
Because run away, we don't want COVID-20.
I do.
Remember what happened the last time Rand came back to see us and he didn't bring shark fin soup?
Who? Rand?
Rand? That's what I call him. That's what I call
Remember
him.
when Rand comes and visits us?
Look, we haven't recorded in a while, and I purposely didn't say a single word because I wanted to save my voice. And now it's, my jaw is locked.
Hoo ha ha. I was kind of excited at the beginning of this movie because I thought it was going to be a found footage shark movie.
Do you not like this movie?
There is some found footage.
I don't like this movie.
Oh. I like this movie.
I like this movie too.
Well, no, I don't. Well, it didn't give me anything new. It's fine that you like this movie. I was more entertained.
I'm glad that it's okay.
I'm going to allow you your feelings, okay?
I was worried.
Damn.
Like the past week, of all my concerns,
I had a better
the biggest
time
one
with shark
has
bait.
been, would it be okay for me to like this movie?
This is much better than shark bait.
Wait, what did he say?
He said he had a better time with shark bait.
How?
He likes damaging small mom and pop operations.
I like it when people throw their glass bottles where my kids play. What can I say? What shark bait had that this movie doesn't is characters.
We've got
drunk guy.
Nancy?
I could watch him stumble around all day.
Yeah, we got potentially creepy surfer bros. We got man driving truck in foreign country that did not murder the lady who was traveling by herself.
Little lady.
Wow,
lady.
How progressive of the movie. Thanks.
This is 2016. This is very progressive. When did that one movie with Timothy Olyphant come out, Daniel? You know the one I'm talking about, where there were like 4 people on vacation. Like I think
we saw that in theaters with Grandma, so it was way before this.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, well, I know. Well, 2016, we're still seeing stuff in theaters with Grandma. I don't know. That was good, but strange people be taking stuff there.
So this movie is like Castaway meets Jaws meets the Blair Witch.
I like this. I don't like open water.
Haven't seen it.
It's the concept. They get like she has a rock here. Theoretically, she can't avoid the shark for long enough, and the shark would just swim away because it would get bored. Now, obviously, it doesn't in this movie, but open water.
This shark had nothing going on.
In open water, the shark could have just ended it at any point in time. So no, that doesn't work for me. But this shark was like, "Sup? I've got the taste for flesh now. I'm gonna come get some."
What's the synopsis for this movie?
Okay, so the synopsis for this movie: you've got a young man in the kitchen cooking up a nice succulent Chinese meal. Okay, it's probably around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Because that's when 1 p.m. is. It's in the afternoon, if you didn't know that.
It is afternoon.
Then boom, Bang, crash, dust, debris. Man looks around corner. There's a car, but not just any car. Shark car. Burner, burner.
There is house shark and ghost shark.
House
There is
shark car.
House shark.
You know, my only regrets in life are not eating more food when the opportunities presented itself, right?
So you're identifying with the shark?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
food.
lost out on all this food.
Yeah. Synopsis of this movie, though, is
What did I do? Wait, what did we just do?
was a very brave and probably foolish lady decides to travel away from her companion to go to a secret beach where someone's going to drop her off that she doesn't know. And right from the get-go, I'm like, okay, but how are you getting back?
Uber.
those
Mexico
didn't exist
Uber.
then.
Yeah, they did.
And then she's like, I'm gonna be surfing, dog. And she's out there getting it. She's letting it rip. And the shark's like, hey, get off of my water lawn.
Get out of my swamp.
And he gets a little bump, but then he panics because she gets hurt. And he's like, well, I can't let her leave. That's a lawsuit. So now I must stay here and murder her. But then she gets on a rock. And then they yell at each other for a long time.
You throw in a squawky bird, and that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, special guest cameo. So we open with exactly what I said. A lady in a car with a guy, and she doesn't speak good Spanish, and he's making
I
fun
think
of her
her
a little
Spanish
bit.
is pretty good.
I bet she speaks perfect fine Spanish, but her character does not. It's better than us. Better. She would have been useful when that car hit the house.
That's true.
And he's like, look, man, I can't tell you the name of the beach. It's because it's Shark Beach. Can't tell you that. But actually, before we get that, though, don't we get the GoPro video?
That's why I thought this was going to be found footage, because we get a drab morning shot of a little boy picking up GoPro on a helmet and looking at it, and I'm watching a shark eat the cameraman. And I'm like, oh, is this just going to be like all GoPro recording of my very bad, no good day where I got eaten by the answer is no.
That would be a good ending, but also we'll jump around a bit because we can. You notice that the way the surfers died in the GoPro video is different than the way they died when we actually saw it happen.
Yeah, there's a little variance in that.
Yeah, there's
What's
some
different?
continuity. I think the order they die, like the way the shark comes at them.
We could say
this is someone else's GoPro.
There was a third surfer that we never seen.
Okay, so Nancy's at this. Main character's Nancy. She's here with a +1, but her +1 is all horny and is going to go off to Pounderittaville to hook up with a guy she met. So she's not coming to the beach. She should have, because you know what? Nancy's reliable, but no one else is, okay? Nancy is also in med school, so that means, of course, she's going to be stitching herself up or something. I'm already predicting what's going to happen in this movie. We got some daddy drama. There's a shark. We got dead mama drama. I'm like, okay. Same beach that her mama went to when she was pregnant with her. Great. Where's the shark? I'm here for the shark.
The pregnant lady.
Island of the pregnant.
This movie has started off as a lot of like surfer porn,
and it's good.
So much surfer porn.
And I watched it in back when I had a TV. I watched it in 4K.
Yeah. How the waves?
They're really pretty. The HDR lighting.
Yeah. Then a wind came.
Yeah.
Wind does. So look, she's from Texas, and she runs into some two dudes out there surfing too. She was like, yeah, no, I surf from Texas. I'm like, there's surf in Texas? I guess on the Gulf you could maybe surf.
She's from Galveston.
You want to surf where there's water, yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking, I seen those two guys were filming on the GoPro, and I'm like, you guys probably the people who die. But we should make some very mundane GoPro videos and just start posting. Let's put it on and just walk around for a bit, and then...
Just me, it'd be me sitting in this chair playing Heroes 3.
Yeah. Well, people do that, I guess. I guess that's already taken. This
that's
isn't
streaming.
new.
You know what I could do?
Shit.
I could put a
We
GoPro.
take our pants off.
I could put a Groho on my head.
A Groho.
Groho, and show you, get on a bicycle and show you what it takes to get from point across the street. And I bet you'd be clenching your buttocks the whole time.
Oh, I'm never crossing the street when I go over there. You better airdrop me wherever you need me to go.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, that'd be fine. So, look, I didn't know if that was Blake surfing or not.
That is my question as well. And go ahead, Daniel.
It's not.
I was gonna say they probably stuck her face on somebody, but
I
bet she does do I bet she does do like a little surfing, but not like
she does like
not
the
like
paddling
big
out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there
But
was
I'm like,
there was a
she's-
surf double in the credits.
Yeah, she's from California, so I was like, there's a chance she can do some surfing and also probably speak Spanish. But no, I was when she was paddling out and she was doing that thing where she was dipping the board below the waves. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was
I didn't even I didn't think about that, but
How do you know when to go back up?
it just you kind of just I think Jesus is going to take the wheel there and bring you back up.
Because you can't open your eyes, right? Because it's salt water, right?
Her eyes are open.
I don't recommend it,
But doesn't that burn? Doesn't that burn?
they're going to be hella irritated.
But you could also probably hear the wave crashing over you.
But don't you have your fingers in your ears so that the salt water doesn't get in?
I
No.
keep mine in my butthole.
Yeah, that's where you don't want the salt water going up.
Well, you
until
don't
it's
know. You can
time.
just clench. You can just clench that.
I'm not keeping an open butthole anywhere dolphins could be.
These CGI dolphins were adorable, but they were CGI dolphins.
Oh God.
However,
CGI dolphins.
that dead whale, that was real. Well, not really a dead whale, but it was really there. That puppet was really there.
Okay.
Big practical effect.
Loved it.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Nancy's out there getting her surf on. It looks epic. A lot better than like a movie that was all surfing. Like what was that? The Deep Blue or whatever with the Paul Walker.
surf ninjas.
No, Surf Ninjas that looked legit. That was totally believable.
You know
and
they
we'll
were
never say a
gonna
bad
they were
word about
gonna
Surf
remake
Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas with Paul Walker
No, they weren't. You shut your mouth.
for the before he crashed his car into someone's house.
Well, he better have been Leslie Nielsen's character. I want no old ass protagonist in my Surf Ninjas, unless it's a legacy sequel.
They've been surfing. Those other guys have been
All
out there
day.
all day. I get the feeling because they come back the next day too. So they've been there maybe a couple. Maybe they do. And no one notices this dead whale until
Well, it's far enough out.
it's not that far out.
Well, it's not really. In fact, the waves would have actually brought it to shore is an issue. But it is, it's implied that it's like further out past the rocks. Because you see, like, over there. And she dumbly went towards it, which any surfer worth their salt is going to know a whale carcass is going to attract sharks. But
Apparently, only one.
I guess this brings up the question: who is the shark in this movie?
oh, it's Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharks ain't going to give a fuck about Nancy if there's a whale carcass there.
Okay, so Kenny, I'm gonna start ranting at you, and then you hit a button, which will just power me down. Okay, number one, there's a whale carcass. It should be teeming with marine life, just going at it because there's no blood in the water, so it's been there a while. So it should just be getting ripped apart by numerous sharks, crabs, other fish,
Seagulls.
lobsters, seagulls. I mean, nature should be doing its thing, and all we
Hell,
have
I'd be out there.
is
They should be able to
one-
film The Little Mermaid out there. That's how much sea life
I was
would be
hoping
there.
she was going to break into song, but she never did. And
Yes.
the shark takes a personal interest in Nancy to the point where the shark does a test dummy slam into the whale to knock her off the whale. Okay, let's be philosophical. What do sharks know about the land dwellers?
They're delicious.
Do they? Because I mean, if it's not within their world, if they're not within their dimension,
Look,
what do they really know? Do they really know she's on the whale?
I imagine it would know if she was on the whale if it watched her swim to it. And like a graboid, it knows you're on the rock. And think about how sound travels through the water. Like you probably jumping around on the whale. But also, if you're going to poke holes in the shark's motive there, then we have to talk about a little series called Jaws and its sequels.
Well, no, here's the thing. So, like, we're talking motive. Some sharks are just born evil. And this is
under
one
the
of them.
blood moon.
I don't know if it's nature or nurture, but for whatever reason.
I seen a 666 birthmark under its left fin.
Yeah.
I believe you.
That's Damien the shark. Okay, go on complaining.
Once she disappears from the water, go on top of the whale, the shark should have no idea that she's there.
I can't confirm that or not. I don't know how smart they are, but I assume when it's hunting prey, it knows how to keep hunting prey. And I'm sure sea lions and shit will hop on stuff.
We'll hop and it'll
We'll
just
keep tracking
wait.
them down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that would be an
they'll
interesting question. when a sea lion jumps or any of these things, if they
Or
were
a
to jump
seal
onto
or
an
something.
iceberg or a thing of
Or
ice
a boat.
or a boat,
Or a boat.
would is there footage of a shark smashing into it?
I think I just seen one of a shark trying to attack a sea turtle while a sea turtle's trying to get on a boat, and they eventually got it on the boat, but I didn't watch enough to see if the shark was still following it.
Right?
But will a shark smash into a boat? Depending on the size, I'd say yes. Right now, though, that's Orca's job.
Don't take Orca's job away from Orca.
Because I
And
don't
you know what?
I don't know what.
I'm gonna say those orcas know exactly what they're doing.
Oh, they do. It's great. We're about to have like a land on ocean war, and it's gonna be awesome. Sign me up.
I mean, I've been at war with the ocean for quite a while. I'm sure a lot of my plastics wind up there. So
You just drop it right into the stream.
yeah,
Get to the ocean.
My main complaint is this shark cares way too much about Nancy when it has an entire seafood
Whale to
buffet whale right there, and it shouldn't be there the entire time. That's not going to be just eating 24/7, right? So
No, it'll sit there and eat 24/7. They don't, it's not going to go anywhere while it has an easy meal there. And if nothing else is eating it, he'll be there all day, man.
right. She should be able to. She would have been. No, she can leave.
no,
She should have been able to leave.
sometimes you want
left.
something else. I've got I've got all this food, but I'm just not in the mood for it. I want something else.
This movie treats
want a-
my beautiful
want a
white
long
shark
pig.
as a mindless,
Whoa,
savage
why is this
killer.
shark gotta be white?
Look,
That's the color of its
this
tummy.
this shark, Ryan, has extra abilities that a regular shark does not, such as backing up, because they can't do that.
You know who
He's
else
also
can't
an
back up?
idiot.
I can't back up. Only forward.
Only forward. That's what happened. That lady needed to get the rest of the
That
way
car
to the house,
also
but she done
only
got,
forward.
She done goofed.
So Nancy gets on the whale, and she's trying to move away from the whale, and that's when she gets bit on the leg. Her board goes floppy flop 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 into the water. She gets onto this rock cropping, which
Rock cropping.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fine. But her legs.
Well, okay.
Okay. Problem number
You
two.
think that rock cropping is fine?
Yeah, it's fine. But because I've seen that.
I've seen better rock croppings. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like Bob Ross.
I crop all of mine out.
Amazing. She should have bled out.
Yes, but she tries to address that as a nurse, but it should have just eaten her. We gotta remember they specifically told her that there's one tide there, which doesn't make sense. Like one tide cycle, like there's an in and an out. So does that mean like other places have like two? Like there's high tide, low tide, all within like a day? Is that what? Look, we don't live by the ocean.
Allow me to explain the moon.
Okay.
It's made of cheese.
It's hollow.
It's really high.
But is it as high as light bulbs?
Maybe not.
What about zeppelins?
Definitely not.
How do we feel about the moon?
We like the moon.
I'm pro moon.
Boy, I could go for a toasted sub right about now. That's our setup. She's leg bleeding out. She's sitting on a rock. Those other dudes left the beach. No one knows she's at the beach except for her co-traveler who left her a message on her phone that she left on the beach, basically saying, hey, don't wait up. I'm going to go hook up with this dude. So her friend's in another horror movie. Her friend's in Hostel.
Yes.
Or Turistas.
Or
actually,
she's just having a
probably.
good time.
She's going to have a real good time when she's trying to find a pill to battle that STD she gets.
Why?
Why?
Why would she?
Because she'd just be hooking up with random dudes on vacation.
So?
So, that's how you get an STD, Daniel. Don't
I
go
have
hooking up with
never
random dudes.
gotten an STD from hooking up with a random dude.
Well, there's still time. Especially now that you just open your house up to anybody.
Yeah, I've got nothing but time.
Nothing but time. So, the guys leave. She's out there ripping some sick curls. And the shark's
Just
like,
she's ripping some ass.
Are these real surfing terms?
yeah, dog.
Okay.
And she's doing it. She's
out
like,
there
I'm doing
shredding
one
some
more.
wicked nar.
Yeah. And the shark just comes up, does a little bump while she's on the wave. And she gets up like, what the fuck? And then she gets dragged down and she gets bit. And then she swam. She swam so far away.
I feel like this is what I said.
Yeah, but I'm doing it better.
Okay.
No, you're just
So she
doing it
swims-
again.
Yeah, she swims to the
Because he's
whale.
already forgotten.
Yeah, she swims to the whale, gets on the whale, where Ryan complains that the shark should no longer know she exists.
That's right.
And I just think the shark shouldn't care. Legs bleeding out. Then she decides to swim to the outcropping or whatever. And she gets up there, and now she's got to take out her little necklace and try to, like, stitch her leg up. But mostly, it's more like stapling, because she doesn't have thread that she's stitching. She's just kind of piecing her leg back together.
She's got earrings.
Like with the pieces of metal. Yeah, the earrings, yeah. And then she's gonna have a little nap there. But it gets cold at night, especially when you're all wet.
More
and
importantly,
in the ocean.
There is a bird.
The bird shows up. Yeah, the bird's sitting there, but they're not bonded yet.
Because this is the bird's
seagull
rock. This is bird rock.
Well, yeah, it was crab rock.
It was. And I'm like, ooh, it's the night of the crabs.
Yeah. We had dolphins. We had what else? We had dolphins.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
You're falling apart like this movie.
Did you see how hard she hit her head on the bottom?
Oh yeah, she's dead.
Oh yeah, she's dead.
She's dead. Yeah, movie over.
She's so dead.
And then while she was on the whale, I thought she was gonna get a whale disease.
She was sticking her fingers in the whale. It was gross. I just hit my elbow.
I was hoping for a couple things. One, I wanted the whale to explode, because that's what happens when the gas builds up too high. Instead, the shark bumps her off, all right? But the whale could have still exploded at some point, and chunks could have flown through the air.
That would have been funny. It doesn't just bump her off. It starts dragging the whale further out to sea, which is funny. She rips off the sleeve of her rash guard and puts that over her leg to, further, like, keep it safe and, like, nice and tight. And she has a nice tight tourniquet on it. She's in med school. Ryan didn't say that earlier.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did. So this is her setup. She's stopped the bleeding. Probably going to lose feeling in the leg. She's met a also injured bird.
Now, I thought at first this bird was a dream.
Dream bird.
A dream. What would the bird represent if it was a dream, Daniel?
Freedom. Possibility of escape.
Oh.
If only you weren't injured.
Only you weren't injured.
Oh.
Because, the bird's injured, she's injured. Or maybe not a dream, but like a hallucination bird.
Yeah.
Take
its name is Steven.
These broken wings.
Seagull.
Learn to fly again.
I said she should eat the bird.
I said she should snap the bird's neck, throw it in the water for the shark to go after.
If she
use
had
it as a distraction.
fucked with that bird, I would have turned this movie off. That bird was doing nothing wrong.
Also, she's a bad doctor. She lied to her patient before she was sticking the earrings through her leg. She's like, and you're not gonna feel this. And I'm like, no, she's feeling it. She was.
Daniel, you're okay with her chomping on a... Ooh. Okay, did you notice that in the credits, I did not see any...
Did you notice we don't finish any of our thoughts? We just move on to the next one.
Shut up. We're out of practice.
From the Humane Society. I didn't see a disclaimer from them on this movie.
So crab?
She ate a crab.
The crab was real, but the rule was they couldn't actually harm a live one. They had to go find a dead crab.
So she ate a dead crab? That's gross.
So they killed a crab and gave it to her.
Well, yeah, that's probably what actually happened.
I mean, otherwise what? You paid someone to kill the crab for you? You went to a crab butcher? Or you found a dead crab? Oh, God.
A crab butcher?
Which is, yeah, finding a dead crab is worse for me.
Oh, yeah. Here, Blake, I found this dead crab in the sand. Put it in your mouth.
Yeah, especially considering she was currently pregnant. So let's do this while you have a baby in you. Let's poison
Hey, those
two lives.
cravings can get weird, right?
You're not supposed to eat, like, raw marine animals when you're pregnant.
I don't think she swallowed it.
Yeah, okay. Look.
So, look, yeah, she tries to eat a little crab. She pukes it up, and then Steven Seagull comes over there and starts eating it.
I also thought she was regurgitating it for him on purpose, like a mama
I was like,
bird.
Good mama bird.
That's
bird.
nice.
Hatching situation.
Yeah.
Nancy is the seagull. I thought the seagull was a dream.
I thought the shark was just going to eat...
the whole rock.
Gringas. That he's like, you know what? You don't belong here. I'm just going to eat you, gringa. I mean, I got
shark.
I got this perfectly good whale over there, but nah. I want Nancy time.
Nancy is having a time because Nancy passes out and, she's freezing and she wakes up and the tourniquet has been cutting off her circulation for so long that now she has to wiggle her big toe.
Yes.
I do remember that was one of the notes that I wrote down.
So now I'm like, well, she's having a good time, and it's the next day, so the shark just left. It left yesterday. She could have just gone away.
I mean,
now instead she's living her best life feeding the bird.
These sharks have hunting grounds which are like miles. They don't just sit.
And I think then the shark pops up and like moons her, shows her his ass.
Yeah, look at this.
Like, I'm still here. And that's when we get old Drunky McDrunkerson is on the beach.
I could watch this drunk guy stumble around all day.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, don't wake him. He's tired.
He's very tired.
Yeah, but she wakes him up and then like he's waving and I'm dying when he's waving at her. Sure, point him towards your stuff so he can steal it because he tries to. But then he's like, no, look, I can go out there and save you. You must just not know how to swim. I don't know how you got out there, but I'm gonna come get you.
I don't know what his thought process was.
No. Okay, so
he drunk fights the shark.
He robs her first, and then he sees that her surfboard is still out there. And he's so...
Oh, yeah, that's worth some money.
He's got Jimmy Buffett mind right now, okay? He's still in Margaritaville, so he's like, I'm going to grab that, get the money, and so that's why he goes out there. He's not interested in helping her. He's going to go steal the surfboard.
Yeah, I'll call for help later, but I need money to call.
Beach thief gonna thief, okay?
He drunkenly fights the shark, and it's like that scene in, what is it, Zombie? Where the zombie's trying to bite the sharks under the water.
The fuck are you talking about?
Okay, in my head, he gets to fight the shark, like drunkenly, like punching at it.
He doesn't fight the shark.
No.
He's winning, but then an octopus comes over and takes him out, because Octopus had a drunk father that used to beat him. So, Octopus takes out drunk
My dad
man.
used to beat the shit out of me.
And? Oh, yeah.
Oh, he would tell me stories.
Yeah, he told me stories.
What did he tell you?
I'm just saying.
Kenny, how pissed do you think she would have been if he had managed to get on her board and get it back to shore without getting eaten?
That's literally what I was going to say. My note here is this movie would have been funnier if he had no issues and just left.
Yep. That's what I wanted to happen so bad, because I'm like, the shark's not there, Nancy.
Yeah, instead, the shark punched the shit out of him.
Yeah, he's half the man he used to be.
Yeah, chomp. Oh, go faster. He's going as quick as he can. Like, I don't get that. We went over this, I think, in Santa Jaws. Yelling at the person swimming away from the shark is not going to convince them that they need to swim faster. The shark coming after them is already convincing them that I should probably be going as fast as I physically can. Yell at me if you need me to, like, if I can slam on the brakes and they'll fly right by. If that'll work, yell at me to stop. Like, if you got a plan other than swim faster, tell me. But if it's just swim faster, then shut the fuck up.
The shark's gonna fly right by.
I'm just saying. Also, she should get a smartwatch that's waterproof so she can make calls for when she gets trapped on whales and rocks.
Fact. Okay.
Also, I think there's multiple sharks and they're just taking shifts.
No,
just to make sure she doesn't get out of there. Oh, goddamn teleporting shark.
Why is she trying to get to that buoy?
It's closer than land.
Okay, it's closer to land. It's also further out to sea, the opposite direction of the land.
I mean,
So
it's
then it's not
closer than land, is what I said.
Yeah, it's a closer swim. However, it takes you farther away from, where you want to be.
And like,
I don't
people
remember-
look at like buoys,
Yeah,
people ain't gonna look at like Bird Island.
Yeah, I don't remember her stating why she was doing that, but I do know I've seen it in some.
Well, no, I can tell you why. It's because as the tide
there's
was changing, the island was gonna go underwater.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It does go underwater.
When does it go underwater? Not at night, because she was on the rock the entire night.
No, during the day. Well, I don't know the timing of the tide being wrong.
During the
but
day,
it does go
she
underwater.
was there the entire day as well. No, it gets close to the water.
But they specifically said it's a weird tide.
It goes underwater. It happens.
At no point was she ever submerged on the main rock.
It got close enough to underwater. But here's the thing. I've seen it to where they have like little safety boxes in the buoys that contain flare guns.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that? I was like, oh, she's gonna make a phone
Not
call
in this
from
movie.
there.
I've seen that in other movies.
Oh, okay.
Well, you see it in this movie too.
Did I?
Yes.
Did you watch the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
And you saw it.
Okay, but before she goes to the buoy, she fixes Burb's wing. She She's like, well, it's got to be like a human, and then like pops its wing shoulder back into the socket.
And when she's telling the
No
bird,
problem.
just relax. You're not gonna feel it. You're gonna feel a moment, and then you'll be fine. I'm like, oh, she's gonna snap its neck. This is gonna be her diversion, because she needs to buy herself some time.
I thought she was gonna feed Burb to Shark, and I was gonna be mad.
I was gonna be
After she fed Burb, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't ever feed Burb to Shirk.
But my note there does say snaps his fucking neck. And then it's like, oh no, never mind, best friends.
Not to Steven Seagal.
And then I said there's a Metal Gear Solid shark that's patrolling the area. Got a set pattern.
That's
back
true.
And forth, is following her. Now let's see. She's been warned about the weird tide. She got warned about fire coral.
Yeah. Was she ever warned about? She was told that the fire coral stings like jellyfish, but was she told that there were jellyfish?
I don't think so.
I think you just have to assume that there are jellyfish, because there's jellyfish.
I don't think you'd assume that there were this many jellyfish just hanging out.
Are they allies?
They are allies.
I mean, it's Finding Nemo.
To the LGBTQ community.
Oh, okay. I've just found an answer to my other question. They said that place has one tide, but a standard 24-hour day has 2 high tides, 2 low tides. Every 6 hours, the tide changes.
Not this place.
I've been looking for that this entire time.
Brilliant. I'm upset with the Blair Witch
I've been shopping
project.
for a house this entire time.
Yeah?
Ryan's upset.
Daniel, while you've been shopping, have you been recording yourself giving your goodbye blubbering speech that I'm just so tired of seeing in movies?
Oh, because she gets a hold of the GoPro.
Oh, God. Stop giving...
Before she swims to the buoy, she's trying to time how long it takes the shark to get around, because she does have a watch. The thing is, the shark's just cruising. As soon as she gets in the water, that shark is gonna go so much faster.
Yeah, this is they see me rolling, the Hayden. That's this speed.
He's got the hydraulics on his little shark body.
This is not the speed, you know?
Yeah.
Although the shark's pretty slow, because at a little getting ahead of ourselves, the ending, it didn't. I think it could have moved a lot faster than it did.
Oh, it absolutely could have. So, okay, let's see. She hits some fire coral at some point.
Coral.
Curl, and that hurt.
Shark doesn't like that either.
Yeah, shark didn't like the fire coral either. And then we go back, and then I'm like, well, the tide waits for no man. So then she's like, I gotta get off the island. And I'm like, but the shark's gonna gobble the burb. And I'm like, but it didn't. But I'm glad it didn't. But then she swims through a jellyfish minefield.
Yeah,
that wouldn't have gone well for her. So she gets the flare gun, right?
On the buoy.
Yeah. So this is the part where I need to inform you guys that whale fat doesn't burn until it's processed, and it's also not a liquid that just falls out of the whale.
That was like oil from the buoy.
Why would a buoy have oil?
I don't know, but that's what I thought.
No, it's implied that is a fat that is seeping out of the whale.
No. Here's what the implication is, because as we learned earlier, she's from Texas. What do we know about Texas?
Oilers.
Texas tea. She's got that Texas tea in her blood, boys. And so it's just been on the top of that water. It's her blood. Her blood ignites.
Her blood. She was on the whale.
That is the only explanation for why the water suddenly catches fire.
I also thought that was dumb because, like,
oh, really?
Shark in water, not gonna care about fire. Shark just be in water.
Yeah,
unless it's like a BP oil spill, then maybe shark care about oil.
Shark's like, what is this? This burns. What should I do? I'm just gonna sit here and think about it on the surface and burn.
If there's that much oil, Shark is he's just seeing dollar signs from the potential lawsuits.
Oh, lawsuits. Yeah, that's gonna be.
He's a litigious shark.
But hey, he'll get along with the lawyers, right?
Okay. Did you catch the Tremors?
Ryan's a lawyer, you son of a bitch.
Every time she hit on a rock from the thing, or?
I was thinking more once she actually got into the buoy. She climbs into the middle, and it's very much almost like it's like a shark cage, basically. But
it's a shark cage.
But it kind of I'm like
of the water tower.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the telephone pole that we find the old dead guy up on in the earlier scenes of Tremors. I'm like, oh, this is how we find her. And they're like, what happened? Why would she just stay in the buoy and die?
That's so weird. It's because turns out the water's gross. Look,
I'm looking.
she's got a plan.
See, here's where it got a little weird because I'm like, I don't think the shark would like systematically beat the shit out of this buoy.
What does the shark know about the land dwellers?
They hate water.
Shark been at war with land dweller for many moon.
They know our ways.
Oh, we also forgot to mention that, yeah, when our other surfer buddies came back the next day, we did get to witness them die.
This is true.
Which was her chance to swim away.
Oh, for sure. And when the first guy got, that actually surprised me. And I was happy at that moment. And then the movie continued.
She's got a plan.
I also thought that part was a dream.
It's all a dream, baby.
You got lots of dreams.
It's all a dream about her mom suddenly dying and her dealing with the pressure of med school and the fragility of life.
No, there's no message to this movie.
Well, there is a message, and that's humans are better than sharks. So her plan, actually I don't think it's a plan, I think it just kind of happened and she rolled with it, because the shark's sitting there attacking the buoy, which is chained to like the bottom of the floor, ocean floor, kind of sort of to keep it in place.
Yeah.
And it's getting all of its the shark's like, fuck you, buoy, I've always hated you, now I got an excuse to beat your ass. And it does, and it busts the chain off of there, and Nancy grabs the chain, and she's singing, like, I'm gonna ride this.
She's singing Fleetwood Mac, never break the chain.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
Oh yeah,
it's like she's flying to the bottom of the ocean.
Well, no, flying is when you go up.
Oh yeah, you fly.
She is sinking.
She's sinking in a very fast manner to the bottom of the ocean. That's totally not going to rupture her eardrums or her lungs or anything.
She's going to get the bends.
That's when you go up. She's
just going to fucking die. This is beyond the bends.
Yeah, how far down was that? Like 60, 70 feet,
well,
maybe?
It's the shallows, so it's like 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
And it's not so much the distance there, it's how fast she was going down.
She's going the distance.
Of the chain.
She's going for speed. She's all alone. All alone in a time of need.
The chain is apparently pulling her down faster than the shark can swim. The shark's just swim right after her. And she gets almost all the way down to the bottom. And the shark's right behind her. And then she fucking juked his bitch ass.
John Madden says what?
And he fucking slams into like some rebar and stuff all down in the bottom, and he does a little crumple, and he dead now.
He killed himself.
Hoo ha ha.
Hoo ha ha.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Really, this movie's about knowing when to give up on your goal, right? Because the shark should have given up.
Yeah,
but he's blind. He's blindly pursuing something he thinks he needs, but he doesn't actually need it.
Because he had a whale.
He had a perfectly good whale.
He needs to stop
he had
pursuing.
Those two surfers. He had a nice drunk fat man.
So what we're saying is stick with your whales at home.
Yeah.
Quit chasing surfer chicks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna chase a surfer chick, and then she's gonna be out at sea.
You're gonna get caught in that red algae.
Then I'm gonna steal her shit.
You're going to die.
Well, I'm not going out there. She's gotta come back to land. And that's when I grab her, allegedly.
So now did she faint? She ended up washing up on the beach, right?
She drowned. Yeah.
She drowns.
Yeah. And then we got just a kid running around there because, even kids know about the secret beach. And we get our kid spots her. No, he gets the GoPro.
He gets the GoPro. And this
earlier
isn't really
he found the
beach.
GoPro.
This is someone's backyard.
That's someone's backyard.
Yeah, the dude that dropped her off lives near there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he runs and gets daddy, and it's the dreamy dude who dropped her off.
So we know she's safe.
And then we see her lying there, and I'm like, oh, why so blue? It's like, oh yeah, she forgot to breathe. Which happens to the best of us. I have a note here that says birthday brought help, but I don't know what that means.
Birthday brought help.
Birthday brought
help.
Shit.
She has a vision of her mother.
Oh, no. Okay, birthday's not bringing help. My note said, why is mommy waterboarding you? Because it's the scene. It looks like she's, from her angle, mommy's above her and she's below, and there's just water right above her. And I'm just imagining mommy like pouring water on her face.
Mommy, why'd you waterboard me? Yeah. I needed information.
Where did you hide the little Debbies?
Yeah, what they didn't tell you is that her mom was Jack Bauer.
And then, 1 year later, she's still laying there. And her friend died of an STD.
I mean,
I did not like that after, I think his name was Carlos. After Carlos rescued her from the water, brought her out, he did not attempt CPR. It just was like, oh, let's see what happens to the gringa. And after she spits out the water, he does not roll her over to help her get the water out of her lungs. Like,
Well, he didn't go to med school.
He's not a doctor.
He's also not a gentleman because she's obviously shivering, and he doesn't take his shirt off and give it to her. He just lets her
Why would he take his shirt off?
You're just trying to get his shirt off.
Yeah.
For once, Ryan is hornier for a dude on this than me?
He was dreamy. I do got right there. He's so dreamy.
I didn't say these things. I wrote them
man.
down.
Mm.
The ending song to this movie had the lyric that was, I don't want to die.
It's the title of the
Who
song
can relate?
It's called Bird Set Free, Ryan.
Bird Set Free.
Yes.
You can't see it, but my eyes have rolled all the way up into my head.
Yeah, I looked it up. Bird Set Free. Yeah, we get a 1 year later, and she's, on a beach with her little sister that she had a phone call with before she got stranded.
Okay, Kenny, not just a beach. It tells us she's back in Galveston, Texas. Why is this so important?
It's her home, man. She ain't going back to that other beach. They want us to know she's not that crazy. She's getting back in the water.
Back on the board, dude.
And she still has her leg? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
And did they call her doctor?
They did.
And they called her doctor because she graduated.
Yeah, it only took 1 year.
Dr. Nancy.
Apparently.
That's all she had left. She had two classes
all she had left, you dick.
And they were how to deal with shark. She shouldn't have skipped it.
She should not have. You know what? I know people who skip those morning classes. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah, it was how to deal with shark.
How to deal with shark.
How to do bird shoulder surgery. And turns out, what she found out, she really fucked up Steven's
that bird up.
Shoulder.
He died later.
Steven
not
can
even
only
much
fly
later,
in one
like an hour later.
to the left. Keeps hitting the rocks on the cliff.
Left.
Oh my god,
He's
how great would it have
obsessed with
been
feet.
if Steven had been on her shoulder and now they're surf buddies because she brought him back with her. Because she fucked him up so much he can't live in natural earth.
The
Or
shark tried to juke out of the way, and Steven dove in the water and pushed the shark into the.
Okay, so
Steven showed up in a helicopter and fired a rocket launcher at the shark.
That would happen. More realistic. They're on the cropping of rock. Okay, shark comes up. She's all she was kicking it.
Remember that movie Derailed?
Unfortunately,
I think it's more.
I'll never not.
You know, it was a good movie. Fucking Werewolf Within.
Oh,
that's a good movie.
Hell yeah.
That was a good podcast too.
Oh, I was gonna say it would have been better at the end of this movie if Steven's head had been turned into a keychain that she was wearing around her ankle.
Well, okay. Poor Steven. Always by my side, Steven. The thing is, he was going to be fine, but they wouldn't let her take a full burb on the plane, so she just snapped his head off and was like, I'll put this in my
doesn't
pocket.
need to go on the plane. He can fly where she's flying. She just tells him where to go, and then he just goes.
That's right. He's going in her pocket because it's just a severed head. Okay, the way Steven should have died is
Steven shouldn't have died.
No, the shark comes up, tries to get her, and Steven pecks at its eye. But in the process, the shark gets it in its mouth, bites it off.
Heroic sacrifice that makes no fucking sense. You're right.
But when the shark dies, Steven bites his way through his stomach and gets out and swims to the surface.
And then it starts trying to massage her feet. Yes.
The seagull's real name was Sully.
It's a famous bird. You've seen him in things like Legally Blonde.
The Sky.
Remember one of you fuckers this dog is probably illegally blonde. You remember that?
Yeah.
I do.
Dale, you watched The Lighthouse, right?
No.
Oh, you haven't watched The Lighthouse?
No. I don't
you don't deal with artsy movies?
Black and white.
You don't get down with Willem Dafoe?
Actually, I will watch it one day.
It's good. It's fucking weird, but he is an uncredited seagull in The Lighthouse. So you will see him again.
Wait, this seagull?
Yes, this seagull. Sully.
That's
Sully
exciting.
was in The Lighthouse. Epic.
He's also
new pod idea. We pick an animal, and then we watch, and it's in a shitload of things, like that Monkey Dunstan. We watch all those. Everything he's in, we follow his entire career.
Fucking love Dunstan.
Until he goes mad on set and chews someone's face off.
Yeah.
Gotta chew someone's face off. I don't know why. There's a lot of issues with the shark logic here.
I wanna chomp on you tonight.
I enjoy this movie. It's good. It's great.
It made a lot of money.
Did it?
Yeah, like a lot.
Why?
People like Blake Lively.
I mean,
I think ladies like Blake Lively.
Yeah, I
As
did, like
previously established, I've never seen anything she's been in. Ryan hasn't seen anything she's been in.
well, like everything she did before this, like I never watched.
Apparently, you've never seen anything she's been in.
Yeah, like well, like we're not the target audience for most of her career. I've seen her in The Town. That's about it. The Town, that like Boston movie.
Yes.
But like Sisterhood and Traveling Pants, that's not for me. I've seen her in Accepted, but her biggest known things are not. We're not the target audience there. We're not.
Actually, I bet I am the target audience.
I bet you would love Gossip Girl.
I bet I would.
Yeah, you probably would. She was good in Savages. Okay, I've seen her in a lot of things apparently. Green Lantern. Yeah, no, yeah. Look, this movie, 6.3 out of 10, Ryan.
6.3 out of 10. So this is, if I'm remembering right, this is close to what Werewolves Within got.
Yeah, that got a 6.
And that's just not acceptable.
Shark Bait is a 4.4. They should not be that close.
Well, Shark Bait, we should use the full scale. Okay, Shark Bait should be lower.
Yes. I would almost say Shark Bait should be lower than Shark Side.
I would say that.
Oh, yeah, Shark Side's a beautiful, beautiful cinema.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't know. This one just didn't do it for me.
I enjoyed it watching it, but all of Ryan's criticisms and all of our shark criticisms, they're all fair.
They're valid criticisms.
Just didn't really detract for me.
So for like water creature movies that we've done so far,
Name them. What have we done?
Well, we did Shark Bait, we did Santa Jaws, we did, I'm gonna count Shark Side because it is a water creature, just not on the water. We did Zombievers, we did Frankenfish.
Okay, so then we're in agreement that Zombievers is the best out of those.
For me, it's Zombievers, Frankenfish, The Shallows, Shark Side, and then Shark Bait.
Don't forget about Santa Jaws.
Oh, Santa Jaws is below
all of them. Yes, nope. It's at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Where it belongs, in the fucking trash.
Yeah, Santa Jaws is only above Were-Deer.
I'll kill you. I'll drive my car through your house. I'll do it.
I bet you would. Have we done any other ones? We keep the sea keeps calling to us.
What about Derailed?
There is water. Yeah,
there's more water than Train.
There's definitely more water
creatures.
Yeah.
Derailed goes above Shark Bait.
Derailed goes above Santa Jaws.
Well, Santa Jaws is at the bottom, so you're putting Derailed worse than Shark Bait, but better than Santa Jaws?
It's better than what Shark Bait, ooh ha ha.
Your bottom 3 is Derailed, Shark Bait, Santa Jaws.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Now, if we included crabs.
Why are we not?
Well, it was a book. I just wasn't throwing it right out there. Night of the Crabs is going to be
number
3.
1.
Look,
it wasn't horny enough.
Inch by inch. Look, Night of the Crabs, because it's a book, it actually has set pieces. This movie...
Oh, that's not the SE word I thought he was going to say.
I don't think books normally have set pieces.
What was the budget?
Think of it that way. Set? Well, all right, here are the set pieces in The Crab. You got the set piece where the beachcomber gets torn apart. You get the set piece where the crabs attack the train and drag it under.
Yeah.
You have the
you get
army
them attacking the military
crabs.
Base. Yeah.
And this movie, what are your big set?
You got Rock
Whale Beach.
Rock Whale.
But
buoy,
it's not really. You don't really
beach.
do anything with it. You don't do a lot with anything. The only time there's a big thing happening is the very end when she should have been crushed by pressure. Okay.
I don't think should have been crushed by pressure. I think she would have just fucked up.
Oh my god, crushed by pressure. There's your metaphor for fucking med school.
All over it.
This movie's got layers like a grunion.
Yeah. I don't know. Somehow, like on paper, I don't like the idea of this movie, but it's one of those things where you get the right person in it.
And they got the right person, and it's really prettily shot.
It looks, like those underwater shots were fantastic. This is 2016's The Matrix.
And as far as right person, we're talking about Steven the Seagull, right?
Yeah, Steven Sully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the right person.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to get my Sully head keychain. It'll arrive next week,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, that and having Brett Cullen play the dad, we've all seen him. He's been everything in the Batman universe.
Yeah, he didn't need to be in this movie. There didn't need to be a dad in this movie. There didn't need to be a little sister in this movie.
No, everybody
Didn't need
needs
to be
a
a
dad.
No, they didn't need any of this shit.
Oh.
They just needed Shark, Burb, and Nancy. But instead, they got a guy who was on one episode of Deep Space Nine to play the dad, pulling out the big stars.
Yeah, and his big contribution is to be shot through a cell phone, and at the end saying, "Oh, your mom would be so proud."
Oh, that is something I liked in the movie, is all the picture-in-picture stuff they did.
Yes, I love when movies do that.
Well, I thought they did it good. Well, nice.
Yeah. No, they did. So if you want more of that, you should go watch Searching with John Cho.
I'm not just going to watch something just because it has good picture-in-picture stuff.
You should go watch The Host, because that's all picture-in-picture. Not the Korean one, Dan. We have this conversation every time. The one we watched.
No, I figured out what you were talking about.
Okay, so other recommendations. Go watch the other water animal movies we told you to watch, except for Santa Jaws and maybe not Shark Bait. Ryan's gonna say he likes Shark Bait.
What's
better,
that octopus movie? Beast?
Beast?
Are we gonna cover Beast ever? Maybe, I don't know.
We should.
The thing is, I have fond memories of it.
Right. Yeah, same.
Back when I was 12.
Absolutely.
So that
I wouldn't have been 12 when you were 12, but I agree.
Yeah. So
did they have TVs back then?
I mean, well, it had Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh hell yeah! Look, go watch Jaws.
No.
Go watch Shark Night.
Deep
Shark Night's a
Blue
good one.
Sea.
Just the first one. Go watch Piranha.
Alien Resurrection.
No, don't do that. Go watch A Shark's Tale.
Piranha.
I mean, just go watch Finding Nemo.
Go watch Leviathan.
Yeah.
Underwater.
Yeah, underwater.
If you just
That's a
like
hell of a
water?
movie. Yeah.
Signs.
It's full of water. I got so much of it.
If you want to see the shark win, watch Jabberjaw. I liked it. Daniel, did you like it?
Yep.
And Ryan, you did not like it.
It's not a bad movie. It's fine. I don't like it.
He doesn't like it because there is no wiggle room for him to try to worm something stupid in there.
Also, there was no supernatural creature for him to hit on.
This is true.
That's true.
There was nothing for me to simp my way towards. I mean, I ain't getting anywhere with that shark. Okay. And Carlos is a family man. I'm not gonna make it any progress there.
Yeah.
I think that's
you could have had a good time with that drunk guy on the beach.
This is true. You know what? It would have been fun to use him as like a raft.
So like he's lying down, and then you're just like on top of him, right?
Yeah, but in the water.
Yeah. Why is it gotta be in the water?
Got to be in the water.
It's more romantic.
It's so romantic.
You got the candles on his little tummy.
No, Daniel, it's not the candles. It's okay. I push him out, and he's floating, right? So then I get up, I kind of straddle his tummy. We're splashing, we're having a good time, and picture it. Those jellyfish start lighting up around us.
Yes.
And then the crab that I did not eat pops up onto him, starts singing to us. He's like,
yes.
There you see him, bloated and floating away.
And he's playing a guitar, a little crab guitar.
I mean,
what kind of accent does the crab have?
Jamaican.
Yeah. Look, I went and seen the new Little Mermaid. I guess you can go watch that if you like water things. Avatar 2.
Yeah, a few.
Look, this is day 26 of 31, fellas.
Is it really?
Yeah. So when I said that you should go watch Frankenfish, that's tomorrow.
You got time.
So you should go watch Frankenfish.
And isn't there one before this one that we haven't done?
Outwaters.
Yeah, we haven't even done that one.
Yeah, we haven't done that one yet.
But it's before this one, so
it is before this.
Time travel's whack.
I hope you liked the Outwaters. I hope we like the Outwaters. Shit, man.
I won't be homeless by then, hopefully.
God, I hope not. Well, I'm going to try something new. Instead of splicing this in later, I'm going to say, yeah, come back tomorrow where we do 2004's Frankenfish. And, this is day 26 now, so if you haven't liked and subscribed to us, what are you even doing? How do you want to spend hours with us every day of this month?
I don't.
Not even like us?
I don't want to
hate listening to us?
Yeah, I am.
Did they not hear my beautiful description of me straddling a large man in the ocean with jellyfish lighting up around us? If you want to make sure you don't miss out on quality content like that, you gotta smash it. Smash it.
You gotta smash it. Because look, season 2 is right around the corner. Season 2 is going to start pretty quick after October here, and we're going to be doing all sorts of nonsense.
Kenny, did they even tell their grandma about us yet?
I don't know if they told Meemaw.
You gotta tell Meemaw.
Peepaw. Look, sit down, Meemaw and Peepaw. And put on Zombievers.
When
that's coming up right after
when the lady
Frankenfish.
was using her phone to translate from Spanish to English for me, I should have all right, let me see that phone, and then gone to her podcast and fucking subscribed.
You should have. You hit our house.
That's my bad.
Now you have to listen to our podcast. You should have told all the cops there, all the emergency responders, like, hey, you want to be disappointed for an hour?
Like your wife?
Check us out. Yeah, kind of like your wife. You know how your wife feels?
Or your husband?
Or yeah, 2023. So it could be either. Nice mustache.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, watch Frankenfish. Check back in tomorrow.
Bloated whale carcass Ryan here, letting you know that Kenny is right. The next episode we will be reviewing is Frankenfish from 2004. Come join us and find out what a bed movie is.
Oh, what is that? Oh, yeah. I gotta go. That's what that is.
I'm also doing a visual bit.
With no camera. So, as always, I've been your just take this broken wing and learn to fly again host, Kenny.
I am what am I?
Regurgitated Crab Daniel.
I'm regurgitated crab Daniel. Signing off.
I'm sitting here wondering if Baywatch ever had shark attacks, Ryan.
They had the supernatural night Baywatch.
The Baywatch Night?
Yeah. There were aliens.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And vampires and all kinds of stuff.
I don't think the first couple episodes or
so
season
the first season is not supernatural, but after that, they're
is
like
because X-Files came out?
That's because X-Files came out,
Yeah, bet. See, you learn stuff here. We're educational. I'm going to check that educational. I'm not going to check explicit anymore. It's just going to be educational.
I think they fought a serial killer.
Hell yeah. Jake the Riper.
He went around ripening all the fruits when they weren't ready.
They weren't ready. Sons of bitches. Bye-bye!
I need money for my home and shelter and food and clothing and shoes and give me money.